Using these words about last week, how we talked about the possibility, right? Yeah. Definitely, maybe, perhaps, probably. Definitely. So we're going to use those as we look at different faces. And then I also want you to use adjectives to describe. Okay. So there's going to be different faces, right? And ask yourself, how do you think the person in the picture is feeling? Could you read this out loud?
Yeah. How you look at each face and ask yourself, how are they feeling? Why don't you think they feel that way? What happened to them?
Okay. And then Lucy, can you read this part?
Write a sentence using an adjective describing their emotion and make up why they feel that way. Try using perhaps or maybe in each sentence.
Okay. So here's one example. And then, can you think of a sentence for this?
A sentence?
Yeah. How do you think she's feeling?
Boring.
Okay. So
Perhaps let go, or she's boring.
bored.
She's
Perhaps she's
Yeah,
bored.
bored, yeah.
Because
Because there's no one there with her.
okay, yep. And then I made a got cut off. I said perhaps she's upset because her brother broke her toy. Okay, so both work. Okay, and then for these ones, just write them. The next ones, write them at your desk.
Okay.
And then after you write your sentence, we'll share them aloud.
Perhaps she's excited because her country joined the WTO.
The other thing is here, instead of exciting, just like we said, bored. How could you, remember you said boring?
Yes.
And what would we do here to make it like that?
Excited.
Excited. Instead of ing. Do you guys want to write the next one on the board? Very good. Okay, since you're sitting, do you want to read yours first, Steffi?
He's probably scared because he's watched horror.
Horror. Horror.
Horror.
Is horror or horror?
Horror.
Horror.
Okay.
Horror. After you keep saying it, kind of gets more difficult. Horror. You're saying it better than I am. Okay, do you want to read yours?
He is definitely scared because thieves have broken into his house.
Perfect. Very good. So this one, there's two people here. So one's obviously feeling different from the other, right? You agree that they don't have the same emotion?
No.
What do we think he's feeling?
He's angry.
Angry. Perhaps he's angry because if he was the boss and this guy worked for him, what would he be called?
Worker. Staff. His staff.
Employee.
So maybe we could use the employee in the sentence. Maybe the employee. What did the employee do to anger the boss?
Employee did bad
I'm
job.
satisfied with.
Okay, so perhaps the boss is angry because his employee
Lazy. When employee is lazy.
Okay. Yeah. So he's yelling at him. Stop being lazy, right? Any other ideas? Well, how could we say he's feeling?
Scared.
Okay.
Nervous.
So how could we use that in a full sentence?
He's probably the employee and probably nervous.
Yeah, definitely. I would agree. Okay, how about you write this one at your desk?
She's definitely.
Can you write this one?
Okay. She's definitely sleeping.
Yeah.
Sleepy.
Could you add why or because instead of I think?
Yeah.
Take this out. She's definitely sleepy because, and then just something creative.
No, I think because she's tired.
She's stand sleeping.
She's tired because she's tired.
Okay, do you want to read that sentence? Read hers.
She is definitely sleepy because she's tired, I think.
Okay. We don't need to add this on the end. If you're speaking, you may say it, but if you're writing a sentence, we normally,
Definitely.
yeah, it just kind of, it's unnecessary. That's it. But yeah, and another word I was thinking is exhausted.
Exhaust.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
She is exhausted.
It's
More than sleepy.
Tired.
Yeah, it's more than tired. Like she is definitely exhausted because she just had recess, maybe, or. But to fall asleep on on a shelf, I would think you're pretty exhausted, right?